Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So this is your week ahead reading. We're doing your week ahead reading the 27th of May through to the 2nd of June 2019. Your monthly is already up, sitting next door to this. So if you want to check out what's going on for the month, you can do, Sagittarius, it's up to you. For your weekly reading though, guys, we've got the what we're using for the energy that you need to focus on card is we're using the Everyday Witches Tarot. We're then going to get the body of the reading from my favourite, as you know, the Everyday Enchantment Tarot from Poppy Palin. Any further energies coming in, we're using the Spellcasters Tarot, beautiful deck. Spiritual guidance guides is through the Kyle Gray Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. Really beautiful those are. Okay. I'm not on screen this week because when I have a week where I have to do monthlies and weeklies together, I like to be on one of them but then like to show the cards on the other, and this week it's the turn of the weeklies just to have the cards shown. Okay, so that's why I'm not on, but I'm on the monthlies. I'm actually, you know, talking on the monthlies. Okay. Let's have a look at what it is you guys need to focus on, Sagittarius, for the next few days. Okay, 27th of I'm just going to pull this. Do I need to pull this across, I wonder, just to make sure it's a bit, yes I do. Just to make sure it's a bit even. Okay. Okay, so Universe Spirit, what is it that Sagittarius needs to be focusing on between the 27th of May through to the 2nd of June 2019. What does Sagittarius need to focus on? What is it that Sagittarius needs to be focusing on? Show me. The King of Cups is what you need to focus on. This could be a person that you'll be focusing on, Sagittarius. Now, if you're focusing on the King of Cups and it's a person, this is a very, very nice person, all right? Now, this could be, usually the King of Cups will show up as being a family member or somebody who's really close to you. So this could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian as well. So it might be that your focus for the week is on a Pisces, Cancerian, Scorpio, male or female. Kings or queens, they're interchangeable, so they can really show as any sex really, male or female, whether a king or a queen. So this could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian individual that you guys are focusing on between the 27th of May 2019 and the 2nd of June. Or it could simply be a really nice person. This might be for the week somebody who's being very open, very receptive to you, very loving, very supportive with that King of Cups energy. And it could be anyone. It could be your father, it could be your brother, it could be your sister, it could be your mum. You know, anyone that's close to you, anyone that gives you that unconditional love is the King of Cups. As an energy, you need to focus on the energy of giving love and giving unconditional love and showing a great deal of understanding and empathy and sympathy with the King of Cups, because that's what he is. He's an empathic dude. You know, he's really kind, he's really supportive, he's really open as well, he's really emotionally receptive. This is somebody who is emotionally grounded, emotionally intellectual, emotionally stable. So you need to focus on, if this isn't a person, maybe you need to focus on gaining emotional stability and security within the self, which is what the King of Cups can be as well. Let's have a look at what the foundation of the reading is. So we said for the week that the focus might be on a person, Sagittarius, but it could also be on your own spiritual and emotional gifts. Because in the past, we have the moon. Okay, so that's interesting, the moon, Sagittarius. Moon's in the, you know, this can be secrets, it can be deception, it can be lies, but it can also be past life connections with somebody who you really loved in the past. This is kind of like ancestral, that type of thing, okay? But the moon can also be about guidance, and you've received guidance. If you look at this card, what I find interesting is there's a woman standing and there's the moon, but the moon is at the back of her head as if to say she is processing something, because the moon is all about guidance and intuition, so it's almost like she knows something here. She's got her guidance and now she's on her way. She's very alert and very self-aware, I get here with the moon energy. Let's have a look what shows up with the moon in the past. The Nine of Wands. Okay, so for some of you guys, I feel that, you know, the Nine of Wands means to keep on going. Do you see what I mean? The Nine of Wands is a card that indicates, I mean, if you look at this geezer here, he's battered, he's bruised, he's got crutches, his arms in a sling, and all these people are just sitting around laughing at him. But yet he keeps on walking. He keeps his head held high. He looks at them and he says, you're not going to get me down. So your intuition may have told you just to keep on walking, to keep going in the past, no matter. Your intuition may have told you don't give up. Moon being intuition, Nine of Wands being never giving up. There's more to explore here. The Page of Wands means there's more to explore. There's more to learn. There's more to know. So some of you guys, I mean, this could also be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy as well. So some of you guys in the past, your intuition told you not to give up. It might have been on a child, might have been on a fellow fire sign, but it also might have meant, well, my intuition tells me don't give up, because with the Page of Wands energy, there's so much more to explore in this situation. What's your thinking going into the week concerning this, Sagittarius? Well, your thinking is the Chariot. And when you're thinking like the Chariot, it's all about taking hold of a situation, getting to grips with a situation. It's all about getting control of a situation. So your thoughts will be, I want to get control of this situation. I want to be able to navigate it until I get to a place of success and victory, with the Chariot energy showing up here. The Six of Swords energy. This is all about moving forward, progress, okay? So some of you guys, your thoughts are, you know what, I just need to roll with the punches with the Chariot energy, okay? Until we pass Six of Swords, the troubled stage, because the Five of Swords comes before the Six. So I need to roll with the punches, the Chariot energy. I need to just hold on, Chariot. I need to allow myself to roll with the punches, go with the flow, okay? Allow myself to grip onto, there's no horses in this card, so he's on a skateboard, he's swerving. So really for me, this card here, the Chariot, is all about, well, you guys are saying to yourself about this situation here, that I need to roll with the punches. I need to just kind of swerve and try and navigate, because he's navigating the difficult, or the, you know, the uphill and the downstream and the upstream. I need to navigate this energy with the Chariot until we pass the difficult stage, because the Six of Swords is all about passing over. Seven of Coins energy. So I've got a cup of coffee here. The Seven of Coins, Sagittarius, is all about receiving the fruits of your labour. So she's receiving the fruits of all of her labour here. So until I see the fruits of my labour, I need to hold on, navigate the difficult patches here until we pass through the darkness and I see the fruits of all my hard work. So I see all my hard work starting to pay off, because she's got the cushions that she's made here. So the other way that we can look at this card is all your hard work with all of this material here while somebody's paying for it. Even though you're kind of contemplative, let's just use the word somebody's paying for it, you're starting to see all your hard work paying off. And that hard work paying off is in the Nine of Wands, where your intuition told you to hold on. Well, that's what you want to see pay off here, you see. You want to see a good result because you were a good old soldier. The Nine of Wands is a soldier, and soldiers never leave their post. They don't desert. You haven't deserted your post, you've carried on in there. What is the advice from the universe concerning this situation? What's the advice you have for Sagittarius concerning this situation going into 27th of May to the 2nd of June? Four of Coins. Hold on is the Four of Coins energy. Four of Coins is all about holding on to what is valuable. However, you've got another four here. Four of Cups. I keep getting this Cancerian energy as well. Four of Cups is a Cancer card, so is the Chariot. And King of Cups can be a Cancerian, so you might be dealing with a Cancerian for some of you guys. I feel that you need to, the advice is the Four of Coins, and I get the impression that you need to protect yourself, though, if I'm being honest. Because it might be that right now, what you have to offer is not necessarily wanted with this Four of Cups energy. It's not necessarily wanted. Because Four of Cups says, I don't want what you've got to offer. And because you've been holding on, your intuition was to hold on to something here, there's more to explore, or maybe this is a person or something like that. But this is for me more about intuition telling you in the past that you need to hold on, carry on, just hold on to something, because there's more to explore. There's much more to explore. And you say to yourself, well, you know, concerning this, I just need to navigate the difficult patches in this situation here. Because it's going to pass, Six of Swords energy, and I'm going to see all of the fruits of my hard work showing up. But the universe is saying, make sure that you are kind of with the Four of Coins energy, putting yourself first and protecting yourself first and foremost. Because it may be that what you have to give right now with that Four of Cups isn't necessarily wanted. It's not that it's not wanted, but somebody may not be in a position that they can take what you have right now. You've got the Empress though. Somebody might not want that nurturing. The nurturing card is the Empress. And this person doesn't want to be mollycoddled or nurtured at the moment. This person might not want friendship or love at the moment, you know. You know, this could be a focus on this individual, but also focus on, with the King of Cups, your emotional intellect. You've got to be emotionally savvy about this situation. You've got to be intelligent about it, Sagittarius. You just got to be intelligent about it. It's not to say that whatever this situation is, the other person doesn't want it, but, you know, it's just like in your month ahead. I think I saw something about just like trying to control the situation, and sometimes you can't control things, you know. I think the Four of Coins can also act as a card of protection, because it's 4 coins usually. This is the advice card. What you need to do is do the 4 of Coins. Now, I'm just going to pick up this card and look at this boy. He's got 4 coins and it's small. And if you look at the castle, it's small. He's got a small castle. So it's almost like he's got small property or small value. Or he's got very little value. It's not that it's little value, it's just that it's something small. It's not big. I think this is saying just be grateful for what you have in the here and now. This is what I feel. This is what my intuition tells me. Just be grateful for what you have in the here and now. Because this person might not want massive expansion. The Empress is also expansion. It's a number 3 within the major. Emperors mean things growing bigger, like that. But this is nurturing. So somebody may not be 100% with the 4 of Cups, down with kind of expanding or really kind of going full throttle on this thing. So you need to just be happy with the way that things are now. Because I saw it in the monthly as well. You seem to be kind of like, there's something good that happens, but you seem to just charge ahead with it. Like it's almost like you do something. It's like something good happens, and you're just grabbing hold, and you're like this, and you're like throttling the life out of it, Sagittarius. Whereas I just think that you should just be happy with what you have right now. Because this guy's sitting on the card, he's got 4 coins, and he's got a small castle. And I think this is very indicative of just having something that's small. It's still significant, but it's not massive. It's not like you've got a massive grand castle or a massive grand palace. You've got something small here. But still, whatever it is that you have got has to be, you know, it has to be looked after and cherished as well. You know? And I think it's because the 4 of Cups, somebody may not want all of the, you know, the big things, the big nurturing, the big this, the big love up, the big this, the big that. Just take whatever you have right now for what it is. Okay? Which is why, if it's the person that you need to focus on, you need to focus on what they want right now. If this is an energy, then you need to focus on just kind of, with the King of Cups, tapping into that emotional intellect. And putting yourself in somebody else's shoes as well. That's what Kings and Queens of Cups do. They put themselves into other people's shoes. They understand. So you need to really tap into that ability that you have to intuit a situation and to understand it. We're quickly get this reading again. The focus of the week needs to be on the King of Cups. What somebody wants, or in terms of, you know, your own emotional intellect. Sometimes we get something good, especially if it's love or relationships, and then we want to just kind of go hell for leather with it, and we want to kind of railroad somebody else because of what we want. And that can't be the case here, because in the past your intuition told you with the moon that you needed to hold on. You needed to carry on going. You needed to be that soldier. Keep by your post until, you know, because there's something here that you have to explore. There's something more that you have to explore with the Page of Wands energy. Or some of you guys, intuition told you to stand by your post until there was a new outlet for you with the Page of Wands energy. And your thinking is, yeah, I'm going to navigate the situation. I'm going to navigate the situation and until it passes with the Six of Swords energy. Sometimes this can be travel though. 2 cards representing travel are the Chariot and the Six of Swords. So you're thinking is about movement more than anything else. Movement and attaining goals, seeing the fruits of your labours. And some of you guys, it's the thought process is I need to navigate, just go roll with the punches with the Chariot energy until the situation moves to calmer waters and I see the fruits of my labour. For some of you guys, it's pure movement. Your thoughts is, right, how do I move ahead quickly with this? The Chariot and the Six of Swords, so I can get the, you know, the results of all of my hard work here. But the universe is saying, I think if that's the case here, you need to just kind of like be grateful for what you are seeing and what you're experiencing in the here and now with the Four of Coins energy, Sagittarius, because somebody may not be, especially if this is like, how can I move things along real quick with these 2 cards, Chariot and the Six of Swords, their movement. So how can I move this energy? I've waited so long for something incredible to happen, you know, and I'm stuck in there. So now your thoughts is, well, how can I move this along quicker so that I can get, you know, my payoff? Because this is the payoff. Look, she's handcrafted everything and she's getting the payoff. How can I move everything along quickly so I can get the payoff? Well, the universe is saying, look, just be happy with what you've got, because this person may not be happy to expand this thing right now. Like really expand it, because remember the Empress is expansion, and these 3 cards here are all about movement as well. Empresses are all about movement because they're to do with the theme of growth. And so are these. They're similar in tone, in movement. Alright, because you're thinking, how can I move so I can get the payoff? And this card is saying, no, wait, just be happy with what you've got. This is not movement, 4 of Coins. It's saying, look, just deal with what you have right now. Because somebody may not be entirely happy to expand things at the moment, okay? Or to nurture something at the moment. So just go with the flow. Sometimes you just have to accept that if you've got a good thing, just let it evolve naturally. And I think that's what happened in your June reading. I think for this week, 27th of May to the 2nd of June, something good is happening for you guys, but you really need to let it evolve naturally instead of trying to force the situation. Just let it evolve. Something good is happening, but just let it evolve in the way that it needs to evolve, okay? Let's have a look at the other energies. Universe Spirit, what other energies can you see for Sagittarius? Show me the other energies you see for Sagittarius. What other energies do you see for Sagittarius? Okay, there's one that wants to come out here. And I've got these in my hand. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm just going to get a 5th card. I'm just going to shuffle. Give me the 5th card, please, universe. There we go. All right. 4 of Coins again, but this is saving money. Saving money. Okay. It depends though if it's money or not. We see what the other cards are. So the energy's coming in on the Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins could be financial news coming in. Remember, the Knights of Messengers is carrying the coin. So this could be something to do with financial news coming in for some of you guys, Knight of Coins. It could be also Virgo energy coming in. Love, Ace of Cups. I think that something is slowly starting to evolve and open up here, because remember the Knight of Coins moves slowly. And this is about opening up of the heart and evolving. Remember, this is the seed. It's opening up, it's evolving. So something is slowly starting to open up and evolve during the week for you guys. Showing up here with the Ace of Cups energy showing here. With an Emperor. This could be with an Aries, or this is with a pretty powerful person, or this is with somebody who means the world to you. So something is slowly starting to evolve with an Emperor. Okay, this is with a person. This is with a strong male figure, perhaps with an Emperor energy showing up here. Let's have a look. However, 5 of Wands energy, 4 of Coins energy. So arguments, disputes. Some of you guys have got disputes over money as well coming in for some reason. Okay, I think these are 2 separate energies. There could be a dispute over money, over property as well, because 4 of Coins is ownership. So whilst I see slow evolvement, a person here who's slowly opening up to you. Alright, so there's a person, Emperor, slowly, Knight of Coins, opening up, Ace of Cups to you, emotionally as well, because it's an emotional card. Or there is the slow evolvement, because remember this is the seed of love, so there is the slow evolvement of love perhaps with an individual. I do see some disputes happening for some of you guys with money, or it's to do with property though, okay, showing up. So there's love looks good, relationships look good, but there could be some problems with property. Arguments over property, conflict. Any other energies you can show me for Sagittarius, please? 27th of May through to the 2nd of June. Right, Page of Cups. This is love, flirtation, new beginnings, Page of Cups energy, education. But look at him, he's a drunkard on the card, man. I'm not very keen on this Page of Cups depiction. I don't really like it. Let's have a look what shows with this Page of Cups. Because it looks like he's drinking, and it looks like everybody's like, give me some, give me some. This is young energy, this Page of Cups energy. 9 of Coins energy showing up here. So the 9 of Coins is also property matters as well, showing up here. But isolating oneself. I get the impression that you guys are isolating yourself from an individual, because the 9 of Coins is the gilded cage. Page of Cups is also dreaming though. This is the effervescent dreamer of the tarot. Some of you guys dreaming about having security. Alright, this is the dreamer. So you may be dreaming about security, having security. Some of you guys might be kind of deciding that you want to isolate yourself from a Page of Cups. Somebody who's pretty immature. So look at what other energies are showing up here. Some of you guys have got some good news coming in. Page of Cups can be news as well. But even though I'm seeing an argument, conflict over property, you might be getting some good news concerning property as well. From a Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant can be an establishment. This can be a group of people. So you might be getting some good news about property concerning a Hierophant. You might have a problem, an argument, conflict with property, but then this might be sorted out if you get some good news about the property from the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the person, the landlord. Might be getting some good news about property from a landlord, Hierophant. There's a King of Swords showing up here as well. This could be somebody who's doing some legal representation. You've got the Hierophant energy showing here. This is a court, and this can be a King of Swords. Okay, so there might be something legal showing up here. Or you're getting legal representation with these two cards, potentially. Good news about property or money or business, maybe some legal representation or somebody from the court. King of Swords and Death. Okay. Right. King of Swords is, I'm not saying anyone's dying. Okay. Death is coming for the king. He's coming, he's walking towards him. Death is walking towards the King of Swords. I think that this card is warning this man that he has to change. There's somebody around you who might be an air sign. Or somebody around you who might be quite staunch in their ideas and belief systems. I think two things, alright? I think there's somebody around you who's very kind of stubborn. But death is coming for this person. I don't mean physical death. I mean transformation. I think they're getting a warning that they need to change their ways. There's somebody around you who's being warned that they need to change. And it's a spiritual warning. Death is spiritual. This is a spiritual warning. This person is... Do you remember Scrooge? It feels like Scrooge. It feels like the angel of death comes towards Scrooge. So there's somebody around you who's being warned of an impending change. They need to change. Alright, it could be for some of you guys, maybe there's, you know, a death or an illness in the family, something. I won't lie, it could be with those cards, but we won't go on that because I don't like that type of shit on my readings. But you do have the King of Swords and the Death, okay? There is death is coming for this person. He's being warned that it's time to change. Alright, Sagittarius. So that, I'm going to set that one apart. Good news possibly to do with property, money, business from a landlord or a court. Hierophant energy. Hierophant sanction things as well. So you might be receiving good news about a property. Maybe some go-aheads being given on a property. I'm seeing slow evolvement. For some of you guys, it's slow release as well with the Ace of Cups from something that's been stuck for a long time with the Emperor. But also slow evolvement of love with an Emperor as well. Or an Emperor is slowly, you know, opening up to you. I am seeing some challenges or conflict with a property though, or some form of possessions. Assets is the Four of Coins. When you get coins, cards where people are holding on to things, it's your assets, it's your property. So some slow, some argumentative energy here as well with property or assets. This is all about ownership. Some people are arguing over the ownership of something here. But it could be that there's good news coming in regarding a property, landlord, courts. This King of Swords, death is approaching him. He needs to change, or he's being warned that there's changes that are needed here with the King of Swords. Also, though, King of Swords all kings are rooted in earth. So he's air. He's earth of air. So ideas forming, okay, about change. There's somebody who's probably been emotionally distant, and especially if it's this Emperor here, where this Emperor is slowly, with the Knight of Coins, starting to open up to you. Well, Empress and King of Swords can be very similar characters, Sagittarius, because they can be quite cool, calm, collected, but also emotionally distant characters. So if this Emperor is somebody who was cold towards you, and now they're slowly, with this Knight of Coins, starting to open up with the Ace of Cups energy, it might be that this Emperor is in fact this King of Swords. Whatever zodiac sign this person is, and it might be that this person, because they're slowly starting to open up to you, it might be the ideas that they formed, because remember, the earth takes form. It's when you get earth cards, it's things that are literally formed. The ideas are taking form, they've taken shape. Well, those ideas that have formed for this King of Swords, they're changing. So you might be experiencing that if somebody's opening up to you, especially romantically, emotionally, it might be that the ideas that they formed are now starting to change. You know, those ideas, I'll just ask, what are these ideas that they formed about Sagittarius? Can you give me one or two cards? What are these ideas that they formed about Sagittarius? Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands is all about starting something correctly or positively. But then you've got the Ten of Wands. Ace of Wands energy. The idea that they formed about you was the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is power, control. Ace of Wands is intuition and spirit. The idea that they might have thought about concerning you is starting something. The Ace of Wands is starting a new relationship. Well, did they think it would cause pressure? It would be too much of a burden starting something with somebody. So it might be somebody who had a problem starting something with you, because the Ace of Wands is the start. This is a positive start would lead to pressure. So maybe the idea that they formed about you was that starting something. What were they starting with, Sagittarius, in one card? What were they starting with, Sagittarius, in one card? Yeah, relationship, the Four of Wands. So this person thought, well, if I start, Ace of Wands, if I take action in starting a relationship with Sagittarius, it's going to bring pressure. But I actually feel that these ideas that they formed in this area now are starting to change. And that's why this, I think this molds in with this energy here, where whoever this person is, this Emperor, aka King of Swords, is actually slowly starting to open up emotionally with you, because I think that somebody's going to start seeing you very differently starting from this week. All right, let's have finally Sagittarius. Let's have a look. Let's get the cards here. Let's have a look at your spiritual guidance for the week. Just get the one card on that. Okay. Right. Universe Spirit, what spiritual guidance do you have for Sagittarius for the week commencing 27th of May through to the 2nd of June? What's the spiritual guidance? Oh, you've got two cards that flipped out there. Alright, so you've got the Kuthumi and Gaia. So Kuthumi is Cloak of Wisdom. The guidance is you already know the answer you seek, just trust what you know. Okay? And secondly, Gaia, Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth and stay grounded. And that's what we were saying in the first reading that we did, Sagittarius. Something good is happening for you guys. And I think if the second reading where we saw the Emperor was opening up to you, and this King of Swords, the ideas that he's forming were starting to change concerning you, because they thought starting a relationship with you would be just huge pressure. They're starting to change that. Well, that's great. Okay, and especially with this card, it's saying, well, yeah, if this is happening, be mindful, you know, of the planet and come back to Earth. Stay grounded, which is why I'm saying if you know this with this card here, there's nothing to push. You've got to let the other person do all the pushing, Sagittarius, now. Because some of you guys will be like, oh, no, I've got to push this, because then they'll go off again. Because what that really does, Sagittarius, it says that you don't kind of trust the person in the first place. Now suddenly they're noticing you and taking notice of you. Some of you guys will be like, oh, I've got to push this now real quick, because if I don't push it, then I'm going to lose them all over again. Well, if you lose them all over again, Sagittarius, they were never there for you in the first place. And this was just a blip on their part. But just because you don't push it and you say, you push it now, I've pushed enough, and you have. You did the Nine of Wands in the first reading, So because you did the Nine of Wands, it's like, well, what are you pushing now? You've already done your part. Let them push now. They're the ones that realise that they have changed how they feel, that no longer are they thinking of you as being an annoyance or pressure, and actually they're like, maybe we could do something together. Maybe, because I think Sagittarius may be good for me. So let them, because they know, let them push. All right, this is why I was saying let things evolve slowly. Be patient, just let everything evolve. You've got something good coming in, so just be happy with that. Because this other person, this is what I'm saying, you got something good happening, but if you start trying to push it, Sagittarius, what's probably going to happen is this person's going to be like, oh fuck, now they're pushing me again, and I don't want to be pushed. So this is why you've got to let this person slowly evolve and let them come to you. Because when you do that, you're not making this person think that you're desperate or that you're, and people don't like somebody that's desperate, and that's what it boils down to. People don't like somebody who's desperate, so just play it cool. You've got something good happening, just take your time with it and play it cool. Let the other person push, you don't. Alright, that is your reading, my darlings, for the week. What a lovely reading. Somebody said to me that my readings were negative. This girl, every week for months, your readings, it's like, get stuffed. If you're listening, girly, and you know who you are, my readings are not negative. They're not negative. They're designed to try and help as much as I possibly can. And I'm sorry that, if the get stuffed comment doesn't go down well, sorry. But I'm just somebody, I'm a Scorpio. I speak how I find. Don't. Because at the end of the day, some people come to these readings and all they want to hear is, oh, you're going to get married and you're going to live a lifelong with this person, everything's going to be amazing. That's not how life works half the time. Some people do have amazing life. I was watching a show last night, actually, on billionaires. Amazing life. I wouldn't want to be a billionaire. I'd love to be a millionaire, but not a billionaire. What would I do with all that money? I've got no need for it. But sometimes things happen, and sometimes within the tarot, it's a slow evolvement upwards to something amazing happening. And for Sagittarius, in my readings, things are slowly evolving for you. They're slowly moving, but sometimes people need to be told certain things in order to iron out, as this thing needs, in order to iron out the creases so that they can go forward. And sometimes we need to do that. We need to iron out the creases, and sometimes it's not where you can jump from A straight to Z. Sometimes you've got to do the stages like the major arcanas do. It's an amazing week, and your month ahead reading was really good as well. It's just about ironing out those creases, like my thing here. That's all it is. That's all it is. You've got a really good outlook, Saggies. You really, really do. But this is how I do tarot. I'm not a reader who's just going to say, you've got all this happening and it's amazing and blah. That's not how I'm wording shit. I'm one of those people that's in it for the long, into the reading for the long haul, good or bad. And then we tie everything in together and we see that we can get this positive outcome going, all right? Okay, that's your reading, my darlings. I love you very much, Saggies. You know that. I always give a lot of time to you guys on the readings. I really do care about you. And yeah, all right. See you guys soon. Take care, my sweetnesses. Take care, baby girls and boys. Take care. Bye-bye.